Depend on you for extraction.
Yes, Lord. We will be there.
Very good, brother. The Emperor protects.
Make haste. We have considerable ground to cover.
What was that? Looks like a neurophone placed on overwatch inside that building. Terminates! There's a split there.
Sir, have you faced a Neurothreat before?
I have. A tricky adversary.
Clear the area! For the Emperor! Varus! Is that you?
Chiron! Bless the Emperor. It's good to see you.
Where's your squad?
Gone. Neurothroat tore them to pieces.
We need to get across the bridge.
Lieutenant, nothing gets across with that beast up there.
What are we up against?
It has its rear covered and we do not have the manpower to break through. The Cadians are holding the bridge, at great cost.
Set up assault positions by the bridge. We'll deal with the Neurothroat.
Very well. We will avenge them, brother. Watch yourself.
Tactics.
What's our theoretical?
A direct assault on the rear guard.
Is that it?
Down to our ability, brother.
No, sir.
Good.
Let us choke them with their own blood! We served together in Ninth Company. I owe him my life.
How so?
We were once defending a stronghold from an orc assault. A war boss overpowered me, had his drill against my head. Morales appeared, cut the bastard's arm off, and beat him to death with it.
Let us honor him by avenging his men.
Grabbing equipment. This will serve me well.
Brother, what happened on Dryer?
Nothing good.
Can you be specific?
I would sooner focus on the mission at hand.
You are withholding information relevant to the mission at hand.
Mind yourself, Sergeant.
Your behavior has been erratic. You force your way into classified files. You tell us nothing.
Gadriel,
We deserve to know who is leading us.
This conversation is over. A fine gift from the Forge.
Reload!
Restocking. Loading up. Very good. Deal with them.
Gladly. Collaborate death, Xenos.
Reloading. Now you shall know fear! Morellis, ready your men.
You broke through.
we're about to take down the Neurothrope.
Good. Make it suffer.
Concentrate fire on the Neurothrope. Reloading weapon. Resupply. I am down.
There's more fighting. I know it.
I am up. Move. Munitions secured. Morellis, this is Titus. Your men are clear to take the bridge.
By the Primarch. I had little faith I would hear from you again.
fighting the assault.
Our path leads to the dome.
Travel well, brothers.
Lance of Jove, we are heading for the bridge. Status report.
Damage is worse than I thought. Tech priests are working on it now.
Keep me updated. Brothers, let us proceed. Changing magazine.
Acadians are driving the Tyranids back.
The Xenos cowards balk at a fair fight.
Vile creatures.
No time to gloat. We must keep moving.
Stragglers.
Let none escape. Special tactics ready. Changing magazine. How far to lose his position?
We're still a long way from the dome.
We must hurry.
Big ass.
Need a ride, brothers.
Sergeant, good to see you.
The Acadians have the bridge under control.
You think
Thought
that's
you
the
could use an
diesel
extra
tank?
hand.
A welcome offer.
Climb on. The temple is this way.
For real. Look at that shit. This shit's floating
Lieutenant,
off a diesel.
the Acadians are requesting support.
Go. Thank you, brother.
Those are Texans in that fucking ATV.
Ultramarines!
It sounds like a whole nother fucking game, dude. Space Texans.
Have the enemy infiltrated the dome?
No, my lord.
What about the Temple of Thasian?
The dome was evacuated days ago.
Rejoin the main force immediately.
Our orders are to remain here.
On whose authority?
Captain Fairbairn. We are to hold this position until further notice.
The dome is empty. Now move on.
But, sire,
It's
I
red.
gave you an order.
forgive me, my lord. Perhaps there was a communication error. The captain insisted.
The deserters.
No. We have our orders.
Vox your captain. If you are deserters, I'll execute you myself.
Captain Fairbairn, come in.
Sorry,
Captain Fairbairn, come in.
I will kill you. Okay.
Ambush!
Traitors! You will burn!
Fine. Heretic Astartes! Traitors of the Thousand Sons!
Cowards! You will pay for what you've done!
Warp storm.
This will be episode 4.
More
I have the best, there's no playlist. I'm just free to playlist.
be slain!
These Lego guys, they're just made out of Roblox material. Dude, can't be that scared.
He's supplying.
Fighting
They will
Roblox
not get
guys,
past
bro.
these.
I have some pretty cool weapon concepts. They should have made like a plasma rifle. They should have made a gun, right?
Purge the
With,
heretics.
like, I didn't know there was a plasma rifle.
They corrupt space and time. Do not fall prey to their trickery. Corruption!
That is like this would have been pretty cool. Like it would have been like a rifle, but it shoots bolts.
Reloading weapon!
Really sharp ass bolts.
Your worthless life is empty.
Yeah.
Titus to Captain Akaran.
Akaran here.
We were just attacked by the forces of chaos.
You're certain?
No doubt. Heretic Astartes. And their minions.
Throne, damn it. Do you have lures?
Negative. We're minutes away.
Find him and get him out of there. Hurry! What are we
That's funny.
waiting for?
Tell us nice. Alright. For sure. Alright.
Restocking.
Yeah, that's what I just did right now.
Listen, we will cover. Tyron! He is in a rage. He's risking the entire mission. He is trapped over there. There are force fields covering the exits. They seem impervious to our weapons.
No victory in here.
Grabbing equipment.
Doors. Fucking, you literally got this really special sauce covering the door.
Walk here, ready. Found ammunition.
Back to the walk.
That is all of them. The exit is blocked by heretic sorcery. The altar. It bears the mark of the archenemy.
Destroy it. Artifact destroyed.
Look, the force fields are collapsing. Tyron, move through the exit. Brother, by the gates of Hera, you must calm yourself.
Shit, I got the rifle.
I will not rest
I got it.
until every last
Yep, there's a bolt sniper rifle there
heretic
too.
lies dead at my feet.
Obviously, there's a big sniper rifle as well right here. Rifle.
I order you to regroup.
Yes.
I have other business.
Throw me down. Move.
I've never seen Hitler's control like this. He has put the fate of the whole system in jeopardy.
Heretic cowards! I will end you all!
Munitions secured. Using
Betrayers!
Our side is clear. Let us cover Tyron.
Yeah, that was pretty great. Look, he's about to do it again. No, no. Oh. He's like, I don't know if I should actually. Look at me. Yeah.
Restocking.
Yeah, that's definitely.
No traitors remain. Get to Chiron, now!
Sergeant, check the perimeter.
Yes, brother.
Explain yourself.
Need I justify my hatred?
You need justify your recklessness.
The traitors have a debt to me.
And you will throw away your life to collect?
Death is my duty.
Your duty is to the Emperor. You will die when and where he so chooses, not over some personal vendetta. Do you understand?
Lieutenant, you should see this. Lose must be in there.
They're using some kind of shield.
The altars. Same ones we encountered earlier. They must generate the shield.
Destroy them. Then purge these abominations from the face of this world.
It seems the traitors' motives are unmasked.
Seems.
You doubt they wish to stop Aurora?
You will soon learn that when dealing with heretics, nothing is as it seems.
Yeah, that would have been. That would have been. So I want to do my initial playthrough probably, and then most likely start messing around with the mods.
Loading up.
How they managed to do that? I mean, yeah, no, I'm down. But I probably want to get like part of it. My plan is right now is Warhammer.
You told Akara the
And
mechanics
for
must be
Warhammer out
stolen.
and bring Boulder's
The
Gate.
artifact we saw in those classified
I don't want to
files
get Boulder's
may
Gate
be of
done,
chaos
so they
origin.
just have to.
Why wasn't it destroyed?
It is immensely powerful. They believe they can control it.
Special tactics.
You're just gonna hand it over to Lutz. Let it continue.
These are my orders.
Gotcha.
What are they doing?
It matters not. Kill them.
Fuck it. What the fuck? We're over here playing and shit.
Die for the true dogs.
Just for real.
Coward witch vanished.
Another barrier. Sustained by that altar, no doubt.
Burns the heretics so we may destroy it. the doors.
That is no simple sorcery. Look how twisted the altar has grown. It seems alive.
If it lives, then let us teach it of pain and death.
Yeah, I was using the right word. It was pretty.
It reeks of the warp.
Raise the armor of your contempt and snuff it out.
Look, it shrinks from us.
Then keep close and endure. We must disrupt the spell.
The Omnisire.
The heretics sent such a meager force to meet us.
Show them the error of their ways.
More abominations that wish to die.
Leave these monstrosities to me.
The wretches think they can stop us.
Just relieve them of their delusions, brother.
Hold this ground. The champion lies defeated. Multiple active, ready to deploy special tactics. Your worthless life is ended. Resupplying. Words as hollow as your fallen brothers.
Over here floating.
You at least can still bleed.
Streamer mode.
Treachery ends. Take out the sorcerer!
Tear down the altar.
Quickly, destroy it!
Tear it down.
Their sorcery is undone.
That Galacticus, the Lance of Jove, status report.
Depends on like if you know.
We are patched up and on our way.
See you at the objective.
The Emperor protects.
Lance of Jove, stand by for extraction.
Affirmative.
I feel you.
In the name of the Emperor, open the doors!
Like that's gonna help.
Morius lose.
I owe you my existence.
Come with us.
To where?
The battle barge.
Compliance, but I must speak with Archmagus Nozick at once.
He's dead.
I think the irony is like he's got a skull that's attached to his
You are to
backpack,
replace
and he
him.
doesn't understand that he's gonna become a skull. Like,
Lose.
right? Yeah, you're telling me. They take like the most angriest ones.
Approaching battle barge, docking in 1 minute. The power source. It's dangerous.
I have spent my life studying it. I assure you it's quite safe. In the right hands.
Arrogance.
Arrogance.
Why must the Mechanicus meddle with the unknown?
We follow the will of the Omnisire.
Go ahead.
Titus, report to Captain Akaran immediately on arrival.
Confirmed.
Titus? A Captain Titus was killed on the Forge world of Graia over a century ago. He died holding the power source in his hands. Not even an Astartes could survive power of that magnitude.
Morius lose. Come with me.
We must report to Captain Akaran.
Plug those Promethean links immediately.
Administering maintenance.
I will need a repair crew before my next flight.
Yes.
Take note of the battle damage for the engine seals. Armor plating in sections 28B and 40E is compromised, along with void seals. Portside aileron is jammed. Portside afterburner has shrapnel lodged inside. Pressure test the fuel system after the leaks are sealed. Heavy bolters require a full resupply. Short-range sensors have been rendered useless. Make that a priority.
I'll make the necessary arrangements, my lord.
Yup. Clear. Very nice.
What was that between you and Luge?
Irrelevant.
I disagree.
That is your right.
Brother, we only want to help you.
Help! You almost cost us the mission, and now you speak of help.
Lord.
Heretic Astartes. They're showing up in every hive city on Avarax. We're already overstretched by the Tyranids. The traitors have us off guard. The Adeptus Mechanicus tell me Aurora is ready. They say the weapon will work.
Sir.
I know your concerns, Titus. But we may have no choice.
Can we at least warn Calgar of the danger?
Impossible. The astropathic relay on Avarax has been completely surrounded. Every attempt we've made to break through the Tyranid lines has failed.
Can we vox a message in?
There's a dead zone around the relay. Something's interfering with our vox comms.
We have to get inside.
Emperor, save me. I've tried. Now the Tyranids have launched an attack on our defenses. We're pulling back to the fortress. We'll make our final stand there.
Battlefield projection. Magnify C3. Where are you? There. The Hive Tyrant.
We've had no reports.
It's there. We kill it. We break the synaptic connection.
They'd scatter like rats. A Hive Tyrant. A worthy adversary.
And if you're wrong, if it's not there, I cannot afford to throw men after a hunch.
Give me 2 squads.
2 squads?
We need to kill the Hive Tyrant, find whoever is jamming us, and get the message inside the relay.
6 men. That's all I can spare. Use them wisely.
Thank you.
The Emperor protects.
Lieutenant Titus,
Receiving.
attend me on the crew deck.
Acknowledged.
Have water crews prepare drop pods equipped with heavy weaponry to be launched on my order.
Yes, Captain.
I remember your audio is included. I said your audio is included. Remember? No, I could put it out if you don't want it on. During this season.
If the chaplain wishes to see you because of my transgressions, I will take full responsibility.
I gave no report. I have yet to decide if you require formal
Fellows of the Hive City. Jerichus was blindsided by a rubric Astartes. He slayed the enemy but lost his left hand. Those abominations are a deep rot. Indeed.
Titus, the captain has put great faith in you with this mission. Should you reach the relay, your message to Lord Calgar may determine the course of this war. Choose your words wisely.
You doubt my intentions.
It is your actions I will judge. I need not remind you of the consequences you suffered the last time. If you cannot trust in the will of the Primarch, then you are unfit for this duty.
It seems I am not the only one on this ship with concerns
bro.
about
You
your
want to know who
intentions.
It is the chaplain's responsibility to ensure our chapter remains pure, not yours.
Motherfuckers on Instagram don't like shit. They don't love it. They hate it. Everything. They hate everything, bro. Everything you can post on there, they
I
hate.
am doing my duty.
Like
as I
every
was
video,
then,
you can post a
protecting a
video of
system
a
from
motherfucking
ruin.
rainbow, and you got somebody sitting there saying some shit. Like it's just. That platform is just so angry, bro.
Lieutenant, the squad is ready. We are yours to command, Lieutenant.
The astropathic relay on Avarax is under direct assault. If it falls, so do our hopes of reinforcement. We will engage in a three-point operation to break the Xenos command, restore Vox, and secure the relay.
We will not fail you.
Not one of us can afford to fail this day. Prepare for deployment. I will transmit mission details on descent.
Approaching drop zone. Prepare for landing.
Lieutenant, it should be us facing the Hive Tyrant.
Talassa can handle it.
They have 3 men. We should be with them, but you have us playing courier.
That message has to get through.
And what exactly is that message?
Speak your mind, brother.
I searched the archives. You were once captain of the 2nd Company, and then you disappeared over a century ago.
I was serving with the Death Watch.
There would be records.
Not for a Black Shield.
A Black Shield. You would erase your chapter markings.
I would die for these colors.
Then why?
I was accused. It was my penance.
What were you accused of?
Corruption.
Brace for landing.
Move out.
Delta Wing, box check.
Iridium here. Still on our gunship. Talassa has landed, and soon a tyrant will fall.
Acknowledged. Proceeding to relay. Maintain box reports. Damocles out. The astropath relay is 4 miles from here. Expect heavy Tyranid presence.
What of the arch enemy?
Sporadic reports, but they are here.
The most fearsome, tenacious, and relentless.
You are a foil and the pride of the Canadian Guard.
The stars.
You have disgraced successors by abandoning your brothers.
I beg of you,
can you forgive my dishonorable death?
The stink. These bastards can poison you with their stench alone. Oh, Empress safe.
Entering the Vox blackout, Damocles.
Understood. Damocles out.
I heard they turned you into soup. Is that true?
Chiron. If we encounter Chaos forces,
You need not concern yourself with me, Lieutenant.
disappear like that again, and you'll be facing the Master of the Watch.
I understand. Sir, why did you not tell us of your penance earlier?
It was not your business.
And now it is.
You have made it so. Through suspicion and intrigue.
Nah, I don't feel shame. You know what I mean? I don't feel shame in that situation. I flew an airplane months into one. Yeah, that's my celly.
Very good. Let us get to work.
Holy shit, Hakan. It's a
Open the
multi-melter.
gates!
It's not a regular melter.
My lord. Damage from the last attack.
A fine weapon.
It's a multi-melter. It's not a regular melter. It has multiple melters in it. It has 2. No. This is not a regular melter. It's a multi-melter. It's 2 melters together. No, watch. It shoots 5. If it shoots further, watch. It's not a regular melter. You can't take it into your inventory. It's like a droppable weapon. You see? Like a minigun almost.
This will serve me
You
well.
use it and then it's out.
Stand aside. Seal the gates behind us.
Yes, my lord. Close the gates.
The relay is ahead! Through the arch! Force!
Engage! Ready to deploy special tactics.
Yeah, it's one of the hard difficulties. Not a baby melter.
The tunneling Xenos is dead.
Spores collapse the bridge. There's no way through.
I may have an alternate route.
Proceed.
Transmitting to all specs now. We'll need to clear this debris.
Wait on a leash, lads. Empress finest are watching.
The path is clear.
Damn spores!
Acadians will make short
Indeed.
Holy shit.
I think we found our exit. The relay.
The tanks
Our
ran over
brothers
one
are
of the
getting hammered
things.
down there.
Delta-Wing, we have given the infernal Xenos a fitting burial.
It is not dead.
Enlighten us, Lord Titus.
The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay.
Reports confirm the Lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead. Our word is bond. This void-spawn behemoth has seen its last day.
Another one dead.
Lay waste to them, brothers.
Special tactics ready. The door is inoperative. Is there an alternate route?
Yes, but it would add considerable time.
Then we must find the power and restore it. Changing magazine.
Record. Declare evidence. Crates found in Sector 55 of the Upper Hive contain 12 volumes of dubiously heretical works. Also recovered. 14
grab the
Cantrail
data
type
plate.
las rifles. 8 las pistols,
doing.
various designs. The serial numbers are filed off. Heretical symbols are applied to the surface of the weapons. I am enclosing picts supporting the evidence. Evidence to be destroyed in accordance with invasion protocols. Traces of the cult indicate that it has long since taken root in the Hive. The mere thought that he has reached the highest levels turns my stomach. These officials, bureaucrats, and politicians are so mired
Open
in
the
their
door.
intrigues that they warmed and nurtured the roots of heresy within their walls. Well, the fire of retribution is already consuming them. The punishment of the Emperor is inevitable. End of record.
Traitor Astartes! Cut them down! Heretics! Face the Emperor's wrath! Just like blades of grass. The heretics mean to stop us.
To all appearances, yes.
Elaborate.
The Traitor Legion's legacy of deception goes back 10,000 years. They are masters of it.
They are clearly here to stop Aurora.
I am not convinced. There is more to this, I am sure of it.
Their motives matter not. I will kill them just the same.
Kill them all. Munitions secured.
The Tyranids seek to consume that as well. If they kill each other, all the better. To our enemies! We should turn around and regroup with the main force.
Titus to Resilient. Requesting Gamma Pad and Hammerfall bunker on my location immediately.
You mean to jump?
Request confirmed. Stand by.
There's our entry.
That's quite a shot.
Damocles to Talassa. Report.
If Talassa fails to take out the Hive turret, then our little excursion was all for naught. We should have remained with the main force.
Why toil in obscurity when there's glory center stage? Hey, Sergeant?
Our brothers are dying while we sneak around in the shadows.
If we fail to send this message, we face a massacre.
You say there will be a massacre. How do you know that?
Why else would the traitors be trying so hard to stop us?
Our lieutenant said it himself. There's deception at work.
If you got something to say, Sergeant. Damn it. Gadriel, you're not thinking straight!
I could say the same of you.
Damn it, you are an Ultramarine! Now act like one!
Yes, Lord.
Well fought, guardsmen. Form a defensive line at that breach.
Yes, my lord. Reinforce the breach.
Did you guys hear, man? Did you guys hear, bro? Potentially, well, not potentially. So Puerto Rico has already adapted a new flag. They haven't been using it yet because the circumstance hasn't came or given. But this election for governor has gotten serious because the PMP, which is the party of corruption, the Progressive New Party, right? The PMP, they disbanded and they broke up into multiple sectors. So now you had 4 candidates running for governor, and one of them just so happened to be running for the, they divided essentially because of the corruption. I probably like a month back, 2 months, 2 months. And so now the PIP is a thing, and there's the PNP, and then there's like 2 other like major groups running at the same time. But dude, the PIP, if they were to win, if the PIP were to win that part, if they were to win that, you know, that race, yep. But yeah, bro, if they were to win that shit, bro, they were to, the island would they would go through, I guess, or they would start the process of becoming a state, or not a state, an independent territory. Yeah. Yeah. How you know about the PMP?
Space Marines! For the Emperor! The Tyranids have broken through. We will not make it in time.
The governor, so here was the thing with Puerto Rico. I'm not sure if you remember the riots a couple years ago that they had where they were ousting the governor and they threw him out. They threw that dude out. He was corrupt. He was like stealing mad money, talking shit about the people. They threw him out. He was the governor, right? So, well, if you go back, the party that he was running under was the PMP, which is funny because I don't know how you could progressively new, but at the same time, 95% of your island is not receiving federal aid for a natural disaster. What is progressive and new about that?
Signal is being jammed, as the captain suspected.
Thalassa, report.
The vile Xenos slicked.
It's because, so here's another thing with that, is Puerto Rico legally, well, they don't get a status as, so they get status as citizens, but they don't get status as citizens. So like even then, I was just saying yesterday, they can get, if they were to become an independent territory, they would still rely on the US dollar. So they would still have federal income. However, they wouldn't get federal benefits in the terms of like, you know, Section 8, housing, shit like that. But that's all right because when you look at Puerto Rico, the crazy part is they really haven't been trying to even utilize these programs anyways inside of Puerto Rico, and they haven't. Not many people have utilized them. But not only that, when you look at what they did in Puerto Rico, here they are offering a broken flawed system with their noses. It's putting people more in debt as they're continuing to be housed under the system. And so the problem is, if you know that this is a broken housing system, and these are well, that is so the United States came in and it was assigned to us, right? And mind you, he never went to jail. However, he did get put in the Times magazine. He basically said he wanted to exterminate all Puerto Ricans. That was his personal goal. So he killed, within his lifetime, he killed like 8 of them and made, and fucking put like cancer in 6 of them, right? Put cancer in 6 of them. Here's the wild part about it. So they essentially were experimenting on the island of Puerto Rico with radiation, bro. So like a lot of these prisoners and people that were fighting for freedom on the island would get arrested and they'd get put in radioactive cells, or they'd get put in like situations in which they would worsen their conditions for cancer, right? Nut shit about it is if they were to sit there and recognize them as an independent territory, they wouldn't recognize them. It would be considered an act of war, but they would also not recognize them anymore because here's the thing, consider this. When Spain came into the island, they labeled all native Puerto Ricans completely, extinct. They were extinct. They no longer were a thing. No, it was a different time. It was almost 300 years ago, but here's the thing. Because they did that, the United States came in when they were colonizing from Spain and reclassified it.
Moving!
Right, but here's the thing. They don't even realize this shit. The Taino Indians, the Indians that were on that island, formulated Brazil, the Dominican Republic, Haiti, Jamaica, Turks and Caicos, bro. And where'd they come from? They were an offset sect of the Mayans, essentially. They sprung off from the Mayans, and when I believe it's the Mayans, who they added, right?
Aerial maneuvers no longer
They left from Venezuela, essentially, and went into the Caribbean, right? But they're Native American. They're from the American continent. They're Indians. Okay? They're Indians. They do not receive a federal listing as an Indian tribe, so they don't get Indian benefits. They don't get land reservations.
Come on, Thalassa.
They don't get like reservations for land and shit like that, which is pretty fucked up because you have an island essentially that's being sold out, and there's millions of these people. Well, no, the reservations now, bro. They're not like fucking you work your life on the fucking reservation. They're Native American reservations for Native people. Land, their casinos. Yeah. Well, America has a real history of not, like, I should send you this video if you're really down to learn about why America was so stunted in its growth compared to any other country. It's like an hour-long video, but it'll really go into detail about some of the shit. Well, it's part of that, but it's also the legislation. So there's a lot of laws that offset Americans in many different ways that the media doesn't cover, ways that fucking, you know, your textbook doesn't fucking tell you. Like, the fact of the matter is, bro, when did you, let me ask you something, in your knowledge, when was the last slave thing inside the United States? Yeah, and I mine's fucked you with it, 1942, bro, but they will never tell you that. They will never tell you that. They won't tell you. And they won't tell you, and there's so much other shit that they won't tell you, and it's like, okay, why won't they tell you this shit? They won't tell you this shit 95% of the time, because if they were to tell you, when they were actually sit there and deal with it, the bad people in those time periods, they're right. Yeah, 110%, but those are different, those are completely different types of slavery, one in completely different situations. Slavery is slavery, right? There's no code that makes a difference. But the reality is how it becomes, or what the contributing factor is very important in that situation. Like, fucking, like Egyptian slavery was classic, you know? There's that, and then there's a million other things. Here was the thing. But here was the thing with the United States, bro, where you didn't. So they have things called black codes. Black codes essentially were laws. A black code is essentially a law that is written in a manner for black people at the time to not understand. But it makes it whatever they're doing illegal. However, it doesn't specify in the law that they can't do it because they're black or white people would get punished for it. They basically say this person, or not even this person, but in a situation, and they would apply a terminology to you as an individual, like sundown, sunset, or some dumbass shit, right? But so fucking my bad, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, no. So here's the thing with classism, right? We can talk about like how Egypt was everything. Didn't allow them to treat them like shit. When these people, yeah, there's three of them.
The contents. Resupplying.
But yeah, so because there was debt peonage in the black code, these people would sign contracts essentially not knowing what they're signing the contract into because the language that they were signing it in wasn't their language, right? It wasn't their language or it didn't make sense. So
all equipment.
And kill all of them, you know. But Like, could you imagine working for Walmart, bro? You don't understand what Walmart is. You don't even understand what it, like the language they're trying to sign the contract in. You sign it, and then here you are getting shit beat out of you an hour later. But no, it's not, bro. It's not even. So you didn't hear a certain part of what I was saying. It's not that it's not in a language.
I will make sure the captain hears of your
It's
deeds.
a language. It's a different. It's a language barrier. That's the way I'm putting it. They would make terminologies. Hold up. Let me give you a list.
Enough!
Lieutenant, upon completion of this mission, I request transfer to another squad.
I will pass your request to the captain.
Ultramarines. That'll up the odds. I'll be 53 soon.
But, so that's one example of a black code, which was it basically it just says made it a crime to be unemployed. That's literally what the example is, and that's how they would present it, right? So then this black person, not knowing shit because they don't understand anything or any English, right? They'd basically be told, well, it's a crime to be unemployed as a free person, and then they would get relocked up and sentenced to slavery. Treated minor offenses as felonies, forbade from voting, serving on juries, or testifying against whites. So they were legally, they would go to jail if they were to testify. Think about that. They were to go to jail if they were to testify. They were to go to jail if they were to legally exercise it. Like, that's the type of shit that it was a law that would allow them to put them back into slavery. That's how essentially they allowed slavery to stay from 1940, is because they just kept reincarcerating people and then making them slaves all the way up until 1940. Which is fucking insane. The thing that drives me crazy about it, though, is that what is this little imp thing over here? What the fuck?
Need to reload!
They will not get past this.
The shit that has me nuts about it, bro, is if you think about the United States, when was World War II? What was the purpose of the fight of World War II? And they were to stop the concentration camps and the Jews from being killed, right? To stop the whole genocide. To stop the whole genocide as a whole. No, bro, I'm not asking a dumbass question to laugh at. I'm asking a question so you can actually sit there and just relay the answer. Now, so these people it was to stop a genocide, to stop a dictator. This nigga was bugging the fuck out. There was economic reasons. There was many different reasons, right? The main reasons Right. The main reasons was that he was a dictator. He was expanding rapidly. He was progressing in power. There was a lot of other things. Think about the hypocrisy, though. They're going into a place like Germany to stop concentration camps with millions of Jews, and at the same time still manage to hold up. At the same time, they're still holding a slave populace, bro. This is what I mean. You gotta listen to that, bro. They're going in to fight this war to stop these Jews from getting killed, but at the same time hold a whole slave populace. Bro, you're missing the point. I'm not talking about that dumbass shit. I'm talking about the fact I agree, but that's the thing though, bro.
Changing magazine.
Get your ass over.
Well done. I'm feeling lucky after that last engagement.
I mean, bro, so here's the thing. When you look at the world in general, it is progressing slowly, you know, but and that's part of because of the mindsets, right? People look at like the major horrible shit. They don't take in consideration the minor horrible shit a lot of the time that the world is doing. It's like, okay, who are we to sit there and bitch about how we're going to war as a populace of humans when we can't even establish what morals are during war? You know what I mean? We are nobody at that point. So
This city day just got a lot better.
it's not counterintuitive, because when you look at war, bro, 95% of the time war broke out, it's because somebody that was obviously fucking crazy decided to attack. So to sit there and say war's not necessary, we don't need to fight, no, bro, no. 95% of the wars that have happened within the last fucking 10 years, my nigga, Ukraine, Palestine, or Israel, if you even want to go to Israel, Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan, all of these wars that are happening, they're getting attacked. So my point is, yes, war is horrible, but to sit there and say war shouldn't be happening, that's bullshit. Now, one thing that is bullshit that you should be acknowledging is that there are first world countries that are going in to stop slavery and to stop execution of mass groups. But at the same time, bro, listen to what I'm saying before you sit there and go on a limb and start. I'm not even saying, are they? Well, what does that have to do with anything I'm saying, though? That is completely true, because when you look at the fucking Jews, bro, when you look at the Jews, they're first off, America didn't decide to stop. America did not decide to step into that war until Mexico brought him into that war. Now the reality is, when you're talking about World War II, bro, they went in to stop after years of people bitching, after months of people bitching. They went in to stop people from dying, a mass genocide. How are you going to stop a mass genocide when you are segregating your soldiers into troops? And not only are you segregating your soldiers based on their skin color, at the same time you actively are still holding slaves. How are you going to stop that? Do you see how counterintuitive that is? We're worried about how counterintuitive war is. Nobody gives a fuck about war, bro. It's the concepts behind war that are killing people, though.
Give me your message.
That's exactly what I said. They decided to get inside of World War II.
Let us begin.
My lady, I must protest. The danger is too great.
Silence.
Well, it wasn't only Pearl Harbor, bro. It was the fact that they received intelligence that Mexico was also in talks with Nazi Germany at that point, and they were actively trying to sway Mexico into becoming a communist country. So we have to also realize that. Bro, but what are we arguing here? You're arguing that America's self-preserving itself. Oh my God, bro. You're acting like, here's the thing. Here's the shit that drives me. Look at the politicians back then that were setting the laws. That's what they sold it off as, and that's bullshit. My premise is not that they did that. My premise is not that they did that, because they didn't do that. There's a difference between them saying I did that and them selling that off. And what they did was they sold that off. Make you understand is at this point in history there is no way of reversing that other than war. There is no way of reversing that other than war. War and legislation.
I do not know. You wish to bring Kolga here that you may kill him. Heretic. Heretic. You will betray us as you betrayed them on Graya.
Lies.
Arrest him! He means to kill her!
Lieutenant!
Gadriel, I am no heretic.
War is meant to be a deterrent, okay? Because when you look at a country that is either double your... It's not really a moneymaker, bro. It's meant to be a deterrent, once again. Okay, if I see Hitler take over, you know, 2/3 of Europe, and he's now converging to the rest of Europe, I decided I'm not going to do anything. And then I see he's going and beating down on my southern border. And I said, well, I don't know, I'm not going to do anything. And then I see that somehow he swayed these Japanese people into flying planes into my harbor.
What have you done?
And that's for a completely another incident. You got to realize, bro. And I'm not which is why, bro, this is why the war is even more necessary. Because I personally think that people need to start doing war. It's a war on people who need to start using that power. It shouldn't be that the government's classifying people as a weapon or a soldier just so they can enact in what they classify as a war. You know what I mean? War can be way more than just people are going to meet up on a battlefield and shoot it out. War can mean doing way more than that. Got rid of fucking politicians. Really good politicians.
Yes. Play the game. Power it's beyond comprehension.
Yep.
You have tasted it, Titus.
Well, I was just gonna say, it's not that like. I just think the hypocrisy a lot of the time in these first world countries, when they're setting these policies, is kind of bold, you know? Very bold. And the fact that nobody calls them out on it.
He forbade us
same way, bro, they could send thousands of FBI fucking people to an island that they just captured, is revolting, with the rest of the Caribbean also revolting, just to control them and stalk millions of people. The same way they could have did that is the same way they could have sat there and broken into Germany and killed them overnight. Overnight. It was a choice. It was a choice. Yeah, bro, a lot of this shit they're doing as well, bro. Like, at this point, both of those governments, the official government have suffered mass casualties. And then there's also the proxy government.
Trying to escape. Do not let him. Did he escape? I don't know.
There's so many dumbass people that live in these first world countries, bro, that become part of like political cults that essentially are proxies. If you really want to label it that, that's what they can be labeled as.
How did you know? I was a boy on Calf when the word bearers attacked. I came to know the mark of chaos. We're returning to the battle barge.
Like yesterday, bro, I got into a whole argument with Typical. Typical was like literally asking me to state bills in which these bills did anything under Biden's act. He's like, what did Biden do in his 4 years? Listed like 8 of them off rip. I'm like, I could keep going. I'm like, you want to know something, bro? If you look up right now, Trump passed the fewest amount of bills in his presidency compared to any other president in history, right? And I pointed that out. And I said, name one bill Donald Trump drafted. He drafted himself. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. But he's like, you're just shouting fake news, bro. I'm like, it's kind of crazy that you're calling my source fake and you can't even acknowledge a legal bill that was put on the floor. Like, it's on the .gov website. You can go to the .gov website, government websites, and they have to. You said what? Well, not necessarily. I think the media is portraying it as that. There's a lot of integrity in this election in one of the candidates. The media, they're not going to be, because they make money off of it. They make money off of it. You notice that. That's why I tell people that is not true news. That's not news at all. Newspaper is the documentation that they pass on the floor when they sit there and sign a law or a bill in place. That same bill, you can find out every word that was on the sheet of paper that they signed in a fucking 230-man Congress online. You can find it. So if you're not looking off of those bills and deciding what your policies are and what you support, you're not actually looking at real news, and you should probably just shut up. You know what I mean? That's why I tell people all the time, bro. If you can't come to me with a bill, don't come to me.
Holy terror.
Perhaps you were right.
And I want statistics. Proven national statistics.
What's
census
theoretical?
statistics.
We've diverted all available forces to Demarium, but we're well below full strength. We've prepared an assault, but it has little chance of success, unless we take care of this. They're using it to draw in reinforcements. For every one of them we kill, 2 more show up in their place. It's heavily guarded.
I'll need a combat squad, 5 men.
I can spare 3 men. Next, the enemy seem to be drawing their power from this structure.
What is it?
We don't know. Every attempt to bring it down has failed. Your squad has developed a reputation for unconventional approaches. Any ideas?
I've read of Demarium. It's a burial world.
The reason they survived is because they stole millions and trillions of dollars worth of, not millions, trillions of dollars worth of gold off the island of Puerto Rico.
Laid to rest here.
What of it?
Records state that while its body was ruined, its engines burned
I'm
bright,
telling you right now,
even as it was
statistically
interred.
proven, what literally, and this has been proven, they backtracked the numbers, okay? They backtracked the numbers down in the 1500s.
But it might ram.
Okay, what saved the Catholic, the Vatican, what saved
Worth a
the
try.
Vatican from bankruptcy
Very well, then.
was Puerto
Navigation
Rico.
systems are
Was
probably
Puerto
dead.
Rico, Mexico, and the rest of the Caribbean.
can't
They
afford
went
to
in and
miss.
stole.
He's right. Someone will need to get close to the target and
The
place
Vatican
a beacon.
definitely was.
Our offensive
The Vatican
launches in
definitely
90
was.
minutes. The Emperor
Okay.
guide you, brothers.
And you, sir.
The Vatican has faced financial challenges, including a budget deficit and the bankruptcy of the Catholic diocese. Wow, what the fuck did you just say? No, hold up, because it goes deeper. It goes deeper, bro. It goes way deeper. And I can name every fucking thing I'm telling you right now with fact. Okay, I've done countless of hours of studying on this shit. No, they're referring to the Vatican because this is also. Yes. Which. Okay, so I'm telling you that the entirety of the church is also dependent on the Vatican. First off, then what do you think? Where do you think they hold up? Where do you think those artifacts came from? Where do you think those artifacts came from? Where do you think that? Where do you think that those artifacts came from? Where do you think the precious metals in those artifacts came from? Where do you think the gold? Where do you think the gold came from? No, not the rest of the world. Not the rest of the world, because 2/3 of the Vatican's gold came from a specific island in particular. Where do you think that gold came from? Why do you think Puerto Rico is named Puerto Rico? Do you know what Puerto Rico's name is? Do you know what that means? It means rich port. That's what it means, rich port. It was the richest port in the world at one point. In the world.
I'm still awaiting auger data from the advanced probes.
Flight crews report that none of the probes returned.
Position observers around the circumference of the battle barge. Have them send optical reports every 90 seconds.